Okay, we are live. Yes, we are live. We are live. Confirmed live. Hello viewers, Silent Service here, back with another Atlantic Fleet live stream, carrying on with our Kriegsmarine playthrough. So, I would just like to mention about the brief... Well, no, actually, it was so brief none of you might even know about it, so I'll just not mention it. Okay, so the Destroyer Raiding Group has encountered the battleship Nelson and a whole bunch of freighters. And Nelson fires an airstrike, which... Airstrikes are really the only negative I can see with my Destroyer Raiding Group. Well, major negative, because... for airstrikes, it's going to mean that the destroyers could easily get one-shotted. They could anyway with, like, the targets I intend for these groups to go up against. Okay. What? Oh god, please crash into the decks. Crash into the decks. Crash into the decks. Okay, so another airstrike. A thing is that's on our side as well. We are a lot faster than the Nelson. Like, Nelson's speed is only like 27 knots maximum. Well, yeah, we can go 37 knots. Well, the Nelson can go maximum 23 actually, so yeah, we can go a lot faster than a Nelson class. Okay, that's my airstrikes done. From here on out, things get interesting. Very interesting indeed. Right. We're about to have our very own version of the Battle of Samar. For those of you who don't know, Battle of Samar is a part of the Battle of Leyte Gulf, in which 3 Fletcher-class destroyers and a multitude of John C. Butler-class destroyer escorts went up against Yamato, Nagato, 2 Congo-class, I think, Haruna and Congo, and a whole bunch of cruisers like Czechoslovakia, for example. Tony class, and others as well. Even the Shimakaze was there actually. For those of you who don't know, IJN Shimakaze is an experimental destroyer which, if I remember correctly, had one of the largest torpedo batteries in existence. I could definitely say this though. At least the Luftwaffe is doing a good job after in this reality we replaced Goering at basically the very start of the war. What did I tell you? We're about to lose a destroyer. What happened? We lost a destroyer. I think this needs another 15 degrees. So port. Yeah, these ships are going to need another 15 degrees to port. To angle ourselves to get a course towards the Nelson, because what I'm going to be doing, this is going to be a lot of turns of just doing the same thing. I'm going to be smokescreening myself to a much closer distance to the Nelson. Surely we would have been able to have gotten one of the aircraft shot down there. Hopefully the RAF have no more aircraft available to bring out to this fight. Smokescreen, move forward. Z-28 got hit. Z-28 is going to retreat. Z-29, carry on your approach to the Nelson. What? Uncle BS. Like, how many airstrikes do you have? Right. Well, we're still going to try for the Nelson. Yeah, the Z-28 gone. You know what? This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. Hold on. Never mind, because the Nelson has run out of airstrikes finally. And although we're down 2 destroyers, annoyingly, we now actually have a chance. You know, it would have been better if I had gotten an AMC, but getting Bismarck, in my opinion, was more important than getting an AMC. Okay, considering I changed my mind on the bad idea because they're out of airstrikes, But yeah, us being a lot faster than the Nelson as well in standard conditions is also going to help quite a bit for us. I'm gonna have to move Z24 back onto the path of the rest of the squadron. Oh god. One of them is off smoke screen. No, it's 20. No, 26 is on squad path. It's 27 that needs to turn 15 degrees to starboard. Though not really going to do much even if it hits. Smoke all ships. 10 degrees to port. As all the ships are facing relatively the same bearing, with only like a degree or two in between. Okay, elite enemy gunnery does get hits in at times. That unfortunate destroyer there, I think, might be in a firing range. Yeah, this is going to be a retreat for everyone but the destroyer that's currently on fire. My philosophy works on occasion. But this is the first occasion I have had where my philosophy isn't working. And this ship here is just going to be a... is just going to be a liability because she's now slowed down. If I can turn it... Right, I can't turn it far enough to even consider getting torpedoes off. And all we've succeeded in doing is lightly damaging Nelson through airstrikes. Yep, can't disengage. Thing is with Nelson, what I like about her is also in part a fatal flaw of her. She's an all-gun forward design. And all-gun forward designs usually have a problem when enemies come off by the stern. Which they normally try to counteract with their secondary weaponry being on the stern. But it then depends on how good your secondaries are and whether or not you're going to be okay if an enemy attacks you from the stern. And those torpedoes didn't do the job of sinking a ship, but they did their job on forcing Nelson to turn away. As, look at that now, Nelson has been turned away that she can't bring any of her guns, primary or secondary, to bear. But yeah, this action is a defeat for the Kriegsmarine. And as the Royal Navy is currently aware of the destroyer raiding philosophy I have worked on right now, I'm going to separate these destroyers into... Well, no, I'm going to move them, actually. I'm going to bring more of them into the fight. And then, with some of them, have them... and then move them to a different place, further away from Britain. Like, maybe have them operate off the American coast or the Med. That should be that should tick off the boxes for somewhat historical stuff. Have them based out of the Mediterranean. So yeah, Nelson only received light damage. We lost 3 destroyers, and one of them received light damage. All 4 go in for 1 turn repairs, and then we will think up of something else to do with them. Seven. 2. I'm gonna go. And this one, no chance on Leander. Okay, Destroyer Lightning goes down. So we're somewhat evening up our disasters. Okay, and turn starboard. Be prepared to go for the Leander if it comes close. Anywhere close. It's going the complete opposite well, the destroyer is going the complete opposite direction to my sub. Don't know why I did 10 degrees to starboard, 10 degrees to port. Yeah, I might actually have to turn a bit to starboard. Yeah. Yeah, 20 degrees. Like, yeah, Leander's bringing up all ahead full herself. And she's doing evasive turns. Thinking that a submarine is on her stern. So does the tribal class here because firing at the non-existent contact. Go ahead, waste your ammo. We're not going to get Leander. Three destroyers just to escort one freighter. You know what? Just to prove that no matter how much destroyers you get escorting a freighter, the U-boats are still going to sink them. The freighters, that is, although, yes, I am going for Onslaught as well. But Onslaught is a old enemy. Yeah. Never mind on torque firing. Also, never mind on torque firing. Okay. The time has come. Say fair is fair. No, not yet. We need, I believe, one more destroyer sunk before we can say fair is fair on the whole destroyer raiding group versus Nelson thingy. Yeah, I'm gonna have the destroyers just operate in home waters for right now. It's better to do that than to put them back in British waters. And any viewers watching, please put down in the comments what I should do with the destroyer raiding group. And do not say scuttle them all, because that would just be a major waste to the Kriegsmarine. And we are not also the Kaisermarine or something like that. Oh god, whatever the Imperial German Navy. And we don't scuttle our ships without reason. So the Bismarck and Tirpitz have been encountered by a single destroyer. I think now the time has come to say fair is fair. Fire. I just find it funny though that the first time we encounter the Bismarck twins in a battle, and it's against a puny little destroyer. Hold on, why don't I send the Bismarck task group? Yeah, distribute the destroyers I have amongst the two task groups I have of surface ships. And then send one of them off into the British coast. Right, now it's because of the ships that... Okay, we don't have any airstrikes, which means... just move you guys forward. No biggie. Bismarck, 10 degrees please to starboard. That's not going to bring all your guns into action. 5 degrees though, it would have worked. Well done, Lutzo. Well done. As it's a destroyer, it doesn't warrant a casualty report, like I've always done. So, two, done. We have slots for 3 more ships. Those two are going to have to wait for 42. Gettysburg, Carshore, and Could. Oh yeah, I can't get any more U-boats. My own rules, so... I'll get Cannonsburg to go with the Nice Now group. Dive. Don't do anything else but dive. Dive, 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 my U-boats. Please don't die. Right now. Okay, I've ruined me ruining a Misfit song. Because I couldn't even get the properly with the tune. Never mind. If this is a hunter-killer group, they're doing a pretty bad job at their job. Okay, so we encounter a Leander class again, this time in the form of Ajax, with the entire Nice Now task group. Well, the Scharnhorst Twins task group, but they're going to be subdivided while I send the Bismarck group off to Britain. But yes, we have the light cruiser Ajax and the destroyer Jersey. Ajax, I think we've encountered before. Jersey, I definitely know we encountered before. Which we actually have members of our first encounter with them here with us. Z25 and 24 as you would have known watching earlier in the video and the last video, we're a part of the Destroyer raiding group that sunk the King George V class battleship Prince of Wales, which the Jersey was a part of the escort group for. And the Scharnhorst. Okay, elevation 16.4. Fire. Right, getting a few hits on the Ajax there. Elevation 20.9. Königsberg, I'm not going to fire with. Basically, once it gets to light cruisers, I don't want to use their weaponry. That better have been Blucher. That was Blucher that got hit. Woohoo! The Blucher curse is still around. Which means my other ships should be safe. Till Blucher sinks, of course. But, viewers, with what I've actually been experiencing in this game, the Blucher curse is actually a thing in this game as well as real life. Real life because all the Bluchers known from the German Navy service always ended up going down on near enough their first combat engagement. The World War I Blucher, the World War II Blucher, those are the ones that immediately come to mind. But through one thing Drake Kinnefeld said in one of his dry dock episodes, not Blucher because that name is cursed in German service, it's making me think there's a curse on the name Blucher in the German Navy. Oh wait, why didn't I just do the move all feature again? Come on, Ajax! We were only just getting started! Oh, that's the Anton Schmidt, isn't it? Not the most modern destroyer here, but then again as well, not the oldest. Still a bit long on. With Blucher, we were short, if I remember correctly. Somewhat. Hold on. And we still are. Eugen needs to lower its guns a bit. And the Prince Eugen gets a kill. The light cruiser Ajax, which, because of a rapid sinking and damage to your race sustained, I say survivor count is not going to be high. I'm also going off by my knowledge of survivors coming from sinking Leander classes, or the only Leander class I know about that sunk, the HMAS Sydney, which everyone knows, or almost everyone knows about the story of the Sydney. For those of you who don't know, the HMAS Sydney got into a little altercation with the Hilfkreuzer Cormoran, and the two ships dueled, and it ended up both the Hilfkreuzer and the Leander-class light cruiser sank. The Hilfkreuzer lasting a tiny bit longer and having the only surviving crew from the whole engagement. Well, actually, it's not known the exact time Sydney sunk, but I've always just assumed she sank before the Cormoran, because the Cormoran only sank after her crew couldn't control the fires, and the fires were going to enter the area in which the mines are stored at. And the captain decided to abandon the ship because he did not want to lose his crew. Like, he saved the lives of his crew by ordering them to abandon ship, or should I say most of his crew. No, that's the Ludman actually, not the Anton Schmidt. But yeah, the Ludman is firing back at the target that has caused it so much problems. No, down a degree. There we go. Jersey this time, I'm not wanting to give a chance to get away. Because we let her get away last time in the Shore Raiding Group versus Prince of Wales engagement. This time, we're doing no such thing. And I'm guessing that the ship is not allowing allowing my no such thing as letting it get away, because it's still firing, despite its current damage status. Yep, Jersey is sinking. Sink merchants withdraw, Ludman medium damage, although shows light here. Scharnhorst, Eugen, Nuremberg, and the 2 modern destroyers are going to go up there. The Bismarck group's going to go there. And Ludman is going to go for repairs. Next. Z-24 is going to go for repairs. Scharnhorst encounters the aircraft carrier Courageous and its convoy. Courageous, originally the lead of her class of battle cruisers, they were converted into aircraft carriers, but Furious was pre-Washington Naval Treaty, but the other 2 were as a result of the Washington Naval Treaty after it was successful on Furious. Or, well, fully converted, I believe it was. But in the end, out of the Courageous class, only Furious would survive the war. The first of the class to be turned to an aircraft carrier. Funnily enough, the first hybrid aircraft carrier battleship, well, battle cruiser, and also the only naval vessel to be equipped with 20-inch guns, to my knowledge. As Furious, during her hybrid state, had a 20-inch gun on the stern, a single 20-inch gun. Ready aircraft and no action. One thing I don't get about Courageous is that when the lower flying off platform was no longer a feasible option, why weren't they brought into refits to have them taken away? I don't know. There's possibly some video explaining it somewhere on the internet. To my knowledge though, Drake NFL doesn't explain it. And we have stopped their aircraft from being able to take off. Here's the funny thing, Courageous can't do anything now. She's lost her aircraft launching capabilities. As well as also, she has no guns on her, so... bridge officers have been killed. by having 11-inch shells hit them in the head or other parts of their body. But regardless of where the 11-inch shells hit, they're dead. They can't steer their own ship. It's just really funny watching Eskimo try to get into attack, knowing it's futile. Because the Courageous by this point, I'm going to be saying that the surviving crew, under the orders of who they figured out to be the highest ranking surviving officer, are preparing to abandon ship. That's what I'm going to say is happening right now. Because the ship really has no proper way of steering, no way of... really no control over its movements. No aircraft. And it's just going to sink. I thought Eskimo was going to do something there, but turns out no. Come on, Courageous. Hold on a second. Why don't we give Goering's replacement a chance to prove himself worthy of being a replacement by seeing how he did the training? Yep, it seems the Air Force training is doing a lot better. And I don't know why I didn't use these to begin with. Okay, to avoid... well, yeah, to throw the AA gunners off a slight bit, different angle in which the aircraft dive, bomb. Happy fun times. Then again, considering the fact that Courageous has got basically battle cruiser armor, she could, for an aircraft carrier, take quite a bit of a beating. So Eugen in the end gets the kill, and the Courageous is going down. So the crews finally waved up the flag. So she goes down by the bow with a starboard list. going to be short, but had to start the testing phase of firing angles, test fire angles. Eskimo, come on, your aircraft carrier is now gone. You're better off doing a valiant last stand and possibly giving yourself a VC or two. Eskimo finally fires. Finally fires. I got a more accurate elevation there. Oigan. Is not going to nab himself a second kill this battle yet. Right, and the destroyer right, sink much withdraw. Lutzo is under heavy damage. Ludman can go back to one of those groups there. It's an encounter and a destroyer. Wait to turn longer. Another turn longer. Goodbye. Corvette and freighter. No, I don't have time. I've got much bigger fish to fry than a Corvette. Let's go with a freighter. This is ironic. Glowworm ends up dying fighting a Kriegsmarine fleet. This time, though, it's not Admiral Hipper that it goes against, though. This time, it's the Scharnhorst. Well, yeah, it's Scharnhorst, but as well as also Eugen as well. No, yeah, Eugen's with Scharnhorst. Or do we leave Glowworm to live? Glowworm, like a real-life counterpart, is fighting till the end. Glowworm, he did go out fighting, but it wasn't enough. Right, Z-27 has gone to damage. Z-25, join those guys. Oh, would you look at the stream time? I gotta go.